Hello, thank you for watching this video explaining how to book an ESL test. If you are in the ESL program at Wake Tech, every so often we will ask you to sign up for an ESL test. This video will explain how to make that appointment and go through the steps so that you can watch this. When it's time for you to test, you will get an email inviting you to test. The email will look something like this. It will say ESL post-test at BEC or at West, and the month and the year. In this email, it'll explain that this is a Wake Tech requirement and that will require you to book your test. It goes through each step, and we're going to go through each of these steps in our video today. So the first thing it says is that we need to visit the ESL testing webpage. When we open the webpage, it shows us this screen. And on this website, it has some information about the test if you want to look through that. And it reminds you that testing is by appointment only. To schedule that, we're going to need to click on one of these 4 buttons. The first button says Pre-Test Reservations at Beltline Education Center. The second says Post-Test Reservations at Beltline Education Center. The third says Pre-Test Reservations at Western Wake Campus. And the fourth says Post-Test Reservations at Western Wake Campus. To know which button to click on, we need to refer back to the email. So in the email, I can see that I have a red box and a red arrow that says Post-Test Reservations at Beltline Education Center. So I'm going to need to click on this link. So right here, when I click on this, it brings us to our bookings page. This is where you are going to select the date and time that works for you and your schedule so that you can come take your test. If I scroll down, I have a calendar here. The dates that are past are going to be grayed out. We can't select any of those. It says there's no availability. And then we have some options with a darker colored font that give us some day and time options. If you select a date that you would like and there's no options, that means you cannot come test on that date. So we need to pick one that has the correct date and time options that work for us. So let's say I want to take my test on Tuesday, May 19th at 9:30 a.m. I'm going to check my schedule, make sure that works, and then I'm going to come down and add my details below. Please put your first and your last name so that we know who is coming to test. For this example, my name is going to be Test Student. It is also important that you put the correct email address. This needs to be an email address that you check and have access to. I'm going to make sure I'm typing carefully so that everything is spelled correctly, because if there is any questions, if there are any concerns or any weather issues, this is the email address we're going to use to reach out to you. Lastly, I'm going to add my phone number. And when I've confirmed this is the date and time, I would like Tuesday, May 19th at 9:30 a.m., I can go ahead and hit book. Once I hit book, I will get a confirmation message on the screen that tells me that I have booked Tuesday, May 19th at 9:30 a.m. If I already know that that won't work, I have some options on the right-hand side to reschedule, cancel, or make a new booking. You will also get an email with this information. So if you put in your correct email address, you will get an email that looks like this. It tells me that my booking is confirmed. It tells me where I am testing, the date, and the time. It reminds me once again to come early with my picture ID so that I know that I need to come on time. In my email, if for some reason I can no longer attend that date, let's say it's a week later and you have something that comes up, you can click on this reschedule button. This reschedule button will get you to a place where you are allowed to reschedule it so that you don't have to make another appointment. It will look like this, and you can click reschedule if you need to, just like before. You are going to get some confirmation emails and reminder emails. You will get a reminder email, and it will look like this. It will remind you that you have an upcoming booking, again, where it is and what time. And again, that reminder to please arrive 10 to 15 minutes early with your photo ID. This will help you stay on top of it. Now, if you for some reason cannot attend that date, you can cancel your booking. Please only make one booking per person so that we are reserving that date and that time for you. If you do not have the availability to come on that date anymore, then you can cancel that booking. If you have any questions about how to make an appointment, please refer back to this original email that you received and look through the steps, or you can email ESL testing. The email address for ESL testing is esltesting@waketech.edu. And you can reply back to that email address. Hopefully that helps you understand how you can make an appointment, and we look forward to seeing you in ESL testing and hoping that it goes well. Thank you for your time.